Hey everyone, I am Bia, and if you are new here, welcome. If you have been following along, welcome back. Last time we tackled R1, those easy surface level answers which you need for 1 mark of your exam. Green highlighters, copy paste, no brain strain. Today, we're stepping it up a notch. R2 is where many students start to lose marks because they panic, guess wildly, or overthink their answers. But here's the truth: R2 isn't guessing, it's structured thinking. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to decode implicit meaning, answer those tricky writer's attitude questions, write short and sharp responses that examiners actually reward. And no, it's not about being smart, it's about using a simple formula and practicing as much as you can before the exam. Let's get straight into a quick R1 review first. If you watched my last video and remember it, R1 is all about the explicit, the facts on the surface level. 1 mark, 1 minute, just lift from the text and write. Copy and paste system. Imagine a mini beginning to a passage which reads, "The cafe finally opened at 9 a.m., but customers started lining up at 8:30. Maria, the owner, unlocked the door wearing a bright red apron and carrying croissants." Now, the question you are facing is, when did customers start lining up? You have to pause and think. The answer is right there, and yes, it's 8:30. That's classic R1. Now let's leave the shallow end and dive deeper because this was barely the top of the iceberg. What will make your Titanic sink is a far bigger problem. Part 1 of this video is implicit meaning. Implicit means what hides beneath the surface. You are no longer just finding facts, you are reading between the lines. You are trying to understand what the author wants you to see or feel. Here's the formula I followed for my exams, and I have asked my students time and time again to remember this, and I want you to remember these as I say it. You can note it down somewhere on your notebooks and go through these when you start practicing your past papers. The formula is it says, then followed by I say, which is followed by and so. Now, it might seem confusing, so let me go ahead and explain it to you. It says is quote or reference from the text. I say means what does the text suggest or imply to you, and then you write the part which is and so. The final meaning or conclusion you draw from the text. Let's try it with this example. Maria forced a smile as she unlocked the door. Although she greeted customers cheerfully, her hands trembled slightly and she avoided eye contact. The question is, what does forced a smile suggest? What is the first thought that comes up in your mind when you hear that? Let's look at a model answer that I wrote. It says she forced a smile. I say this means the smile wasn't natural, and so she's pretending to be happy. This scores full marks because you back your inference pretending to be happy with the exact evidence that shows it. Another question can be, why did Maria avoid eye contact? The answer could be that it says she avoided eye contact. I say this often shows discomfort or guilt, and so she may be nervous or worried. Now, you don't have to write exactly in this format. The same answer could be written like, the text says that she avoided eye contact. which often shows discomfort or guilt. And so she may be nervous or worried. Or you could say, and so the writer is trying to imply that she may be nervous or worried. Remember, don't go on a wild creative tangent. Your inference has to stem from the text itself. Moving on to part 2, the writer's attitude. Now, writer's attitude questions ask you what feeling or opinion the writer expresses. Here's another formula for it. Quote followed by infer followed by word choice analysis. Examiners love this clear structure. Here's a quick example. The ancient building sagged like a tired old man. The answer would be the coat is sagged like a tired old man. The infer is suggests weakness and exhaustion. Word choice would show tired implies age and neglect. So, in conclusion, the answer is going to be sagged like a tired old man. The conclusion would be the writer shows the building is neglected and worn out. Let's try three quick ones. Politician's speech crawled on endlessly. The children burst into the playground like fireworks. The sky hung low and heavy above the village. For each, quote the phrase, say what it suggests, and dig into the keyword choice. Now drop these answers into the comment box for these three quick ones. And a quick tip. Never just say, this makes it interesting. That's lazy and won't earn marks. You will be confused that you answered correctly and still lost marks. But this is going to be what makes you lose marks. So be aware you have been warned. Now, part 3, the short response. It is the 5-mark question which is based on R2. For longer R2 questions, keep it tight with a simple 3-sentence formula. The quote, what it suggests, and why the writer used it. The example question could be, how does the writer create tension here? The text is, the writer says the corridor was silent except for the ticking clock. This suggests suspense and anticipation. The silence makes the reader feel something important is about to happen. It's clean, it's focused, and there's no rambling. Let's talk about some common R2 mistakes. They include retelling the story instead of analyzing it, missing quotes when answering, no word analysis, and overthinking and doing wild guesses in the air. Remember, R2 is controlled inference, not creative writing. For that, you have P2. Stick close to the evidence and then answer your questions. You do not want to write a story in these answers.